What's happening, Chris? Georgia boy.
Hey. How are you?
You live, George? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Do I hear me?
I can hear you.
Hear me, Chris?
I can hear Ray and I can hear George.
I'm not hearing you guys. Check.
There's a
your,
button called mute.
audio.
George, can you hear me?
I can.
Cool. What up, Adam?
Hello.
What's up?
Let's see. Nope, it's me. My microphone's off. There we go. Now we're hearing. What's going on, Adam?
Not much. Another day in paradise.
All right. It's paradise up there in Maine, huh?
Oh yeah, it's a balmy 50.
We're getting some sleet and snow here today. Driva, how are you, girl?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, good. I am good. Doing well. I would not choose any other way to be. Because it's your choice, right? It's your choice. Right, Georgie?
That's right, man. How you doing?
I am great, man. You ready for come visit Colorado soon?
Yeah, I was talking to my boys and gonna try to make it the 17, 15, 16, 17, somewhere around there. Of May.
All right.
Yeah.
Tom, Trish, what's going on?
Morning, everyone.
Miss Video
Hi.
Girl.
Working
Oh,
on
I
it.
think you're on mute.
I am.
Was I think.
I hear her.
There we
Now
go.
you're on mute.
There we go.
There we
Hear
go.
me now.
How you doing, sir?
Yeah. No, it's not storming. It's not raining. The sun's out.
That's
Gonna
good.
get above freezing. It's a good day.
Cool. So what's new? Somebody tell me something good. Who's got some wins?
Oh, I got my first response back on that geo farming postcard.
Nice.
So I just
Nice.
hit the
Any,
post office on Friday.
Yeah. Good. Just one, huh?
Yeah, I sent out I think 380. So we'll see.
Wish not Chandra. Candace were here. Candace, you're not on, are you? I don't see you. She sent hers out, and a week went by, and I was like, "Any responses?" She said, "No, still nothing." I said, "You sure you got your settings right? Where you're getting notified when somebody fills out the form?" Yeah. We went and checked it, and it wasn't. She had 7 leads, and she didn't realize it.
Oh,
Wow.
So she was
nice.
She was excited. Yeah, she's really excited. Good deal. What else? Who else? Adam, what are you up to now, man? How many leads are you doing? You on another 2 farms now? 3? How many you go to?
Yeah, I got 2 farms. I'm up to 16 opt-in leads, if you will. And I have one of them that did call me to list, but we're probably going to be doing that as we get closer to summer because it's oceanfront. So we're going to wait on that.
Is that the one that was going to be like 2 lots, 1.7?
Yeah,
if it's
2 parcels.
Yeah. Cool. Come and list me. You gotta love that.
Yes.
I might as well. My first mailing is actually going out after I speak to you, Ray. I'm having a little difficult time getting my contacts in and merging everything together. It's, I think, a phone conversation with you, and I'm ready to push the button and go. What happened was
that'll be for your top 150 postcard.
Yes.
Not your geo farm. We're gonna do your geo farm next.
Right. So this is my first one going out, and yeah, that's it. I just have to I have a technical issue. That's it.
All right. Anybody else having any success? Trish, what's going on?
Not yet. I'm getting my postcards printed for the top 150.
Cool.
I had a little bit.
responses from all the videos. You getting-
I had a little bit of trouble with the document itself, like changing the information out to my information. It was frustrating. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to send it to the place and let them fix it.
Ah. Yeah. One of those things where we need to hire some 12-year-old kid to fix stuff. for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
George, I see you're laughing. That resonates with you.
I'll tell you. No, I'm actually pretty happy that I did all of this myself. And like I said, I'm a click from getting the postcard out. Just once I learn it, I'm there. And I hand did one at a time and put a contact list together. And I had to search the text to go through tax suite, search addresses. It took me a couple of weeks. And I had something I was going to input it. But like I was telling Ray, so you did this tax suite and the property came up and it would be like, it'd be like Roberts, John Scott. So to give this trust, and you give it to someone to do it, who's the first name? They couldn't do that. So I had to dissect it one at a time. So so I did. And the good thing about it is I was able to see, I have 75 people that are completed. Pull it up, how long they own the property, what they owe on it, blah, blah. So I learned everything about them. So now I got fresh in my mind a lot of people that I know the roadmap with these people. So it was very educational for me too. So, and I'm glad I did it myself. And Ray told me to do it myself, and it worked. So it was such a basic functional thing, like almost elementary. But to me, it's really a good start. So thank you, Ray.
You became an expert. You became an expert now in Google Docs, right?
Yeah. I'm an expert now,
Did anybody else go through that exercise and find that you had someone who's moved and you didn't know they cheated on you? You look up their tax records and they're not there anymore. Like, oh shit, that sucks.
Yep.
We had somebody working with them, a bit of a drive away from us, probably an hour. Got under contract, inspection, day before closing, they call me up and say, hey, we can't buy this house. There were some personal issues, and I said, okay, these are our options. And then we called the agent. They lost their EMD, but they were in default, but the EMD was sufficient enough to kind of get out from any type of legality. 60 days later, it was probably even longer than that, maybe like 3 months later, they go to buy another house with a different agent, and they used our same lender, and our same lender was like, hey man, like what's going on? And we called them up, and I just said, hey, technically we're under contract, and I'm entitled to that commission. They're like, oh my gosh, we didn't realize it. Can we give you like $100? I go, technically it's X amount of dollars, and they go, we can't afford that. And then we had a few other, and it was no hostility, but we had a few other conversations, and he finally was like, hey, I'll agree to do something over time. And I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. I just wanted you to learn a lesson, not to be like, malicious, but learn a lesson that this is the repercussions of what you chose to do. And, we got you a house, we got you the day of closing, blah, blah, blah. He was very apologetic, but yeah, that happened only last year.
Yeah. That's a tough one. Mick was showing some property. People coming to his house Super Bowl Sunday to family members coming to his house. He was cooking and everything. And one of his friends, his wife, called him up and said, hey, can you show me this property? He's like, oh, we got people coming to the house, but all right, I'll show this one. Went and showed it to her. She didn't like it. She looked at her phone and said, hey, this other one just popped up. Can you show me this one? He said, I really can't. I got to get. There's people coming. She went, called the agent on that, went and wrote an offer as 1.5. He lost it.
Yep.
Happens, right? We get screwed. We have, some agents that go by the standard of I got to get a buyer's rep agreement signed, and I've gone both ways with my team even. Got to get it signed up front, not working with you unless you do, being sticklers about that. You piss them off, you lose them. It goes both ways. There's no hard and fast rule. It's kind of whatever you're comfortable with, but be careful, you might lose it.
Yeah.
What else?
No.
Chandra, you got any wins going on? What's happening, girl? You went out on me.
I got a lead off my website yesterday. Me? My
Cool.
wife is a little wonky right now.
Yeah, your internet's going in and out. In and
Yeah,
out, in and out.
I've been struggling with internet in my office. I do have a win though.
You got an internet lead we hear. Is that right?
Yeah, off my Google website stuff. So I'm starting to get more and more traffic from that.
Google My Business
Which
page.
is good. Yeah,
Google My
I have
Business?
that, and then I have a website. Yeah. And ever since I moved my office in town where I live, I've been getting a lot more traffic off of it.
Oh, good. Okay. Renee, what's going on, girl? Welcome to the party. Push your space bar.
Hi, how are you?
Any wins going on with you?
I just went under contract with one of my clients this morning, so yes.
Good. Good. She's gonna be a broker soon and starting her own business. Norvell, there you are, buddy. Man, I was hoping you would get on. Tell us about what wins you've got going on, man.
Oh, hey, good morning, everybody. Well, it's morning here. Things are going good. Just following the plan we set in place. Had a couple of listings come on the market last week. Should have another one this week. Getting some just good responses from my investor email on Tuesday. So things are going well.
Investor pick of the week email.
Yeah.
Maybe some of you have not heard about that one yet, but that's another one of our strategies that we use. Did you show it to that friend of yours from college?
You know what? She ended up once we went over the details, it didn't work for her. So she's still looking. So we're hopefully working together. Yeah.
Now, this was Norvell's second email to go out with the investor pick of the week, and someone like from college, right, that you forgot was in your database.
Right.
She called him up and wanted to see that specific property, right? It's kind of funny. Really wasn't meant to sell a specific property, but just kind of pick up people and add to your database. But it was like 800,000 too, right?
Right. Yes.
Like a duplex or something. Cool.
Yeah.
Any responses from your NoHo? No. North Hollywood.
Not on the first one. The second one is going out this week. And I actually I had to go back with my title rep because I think I had I think I sent some of the mail to some of those homes are non-owner occupied. So I don't think this next one is gonna work a little bit better. So
Okay.
yeah, but I'm getting good responses from the Spear and Gear. It's kind of bringing on better.
The world's most interesting postcard.
Yeah. So it's to kind of creating some like better interactions when I call and give them information about the market. It's like we're talking like they're receiving information, and so they're more open to talk about real estate. And I'm not necessarily bringing it up initially when we call. They'll say, "Oh yeah, I got your postcard." So
cool. That's what you want. Perfect. That's awesome.
Hey,
What
Ray.
else? Yes, ma'am.
So, you know how I joined that Instagram mastermind group last month?
Right.
So I got my Instagram report. It says, well done. You engaged more accounts last month. You had 691% more accounts engaged in February than you did in January.
Good.
Nice.
And I actually got a call from a friend of mine who moved to New York, who I've been helping him manage his condo here in San Diego. And he said that when the tenants move out, they want to sell.
Nice. So I would recommend going back and watching the class. If you go to my YouTube channel, it's the very first video on there. It says it's called like how to get better results from your real estate marketing, but it's really my 10 rules of marketing. anytime you do a video, anytime you push an email out or anything, read that 10 rules of marketing, read through it. And the more of those rules you can follow, the better results you will have. I love engagement, and all that stuff and how many followers you have on social. But let's get somebody reaching out.
Yeah. Well, I was happy that he reached out because I know he's been seeing and commenting on our stuff.
Yeah. Perfect. What else? Laura, how are you?
Good morning. Good, and you? Having problems getting into the meeting always.
We were just going over all of our wins. Everybody was talking about some wins for the week, but you had a meeting this week. Tell us about that.
Cool. Yeah, I have to conduct the weekly meeting in our office, and Ray shared with me a video. Then everybody loves it. Personally, don't like to talk in front of people, but it was a very good meeting. So yeah.
So she's not prefacing it very well. So her broker went out of town and wanted her to hold the office meeting for the whole office. And she called me up and said, Ray, what do I talk about? What do I do? And so if you remember the Amy Cuddy video that I posted, the TED Talk video for Amy Cuddy in our mastermind page on Facebook, doing your Superman pose, your Wonder Woman pose, gaining confidence. Had Laura watch that, and she talked about that. What were some of the things that they talked about, Laura? How could they use that in business?
On the listing presentations, before the listing presentations, also before talking with the buyers, because sometimes buyers get a little bit overwhelmed. And yeah, basically that, like, before start working, you need to empower yourself and to believe in yourself to start this work, basically.
Right. So are you going to have your daughter watch it?
She already watched it. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Even though she's been called from interviews, they've been looking for her before I graduate. So I told her, like, go and look this, because I don't know how you're doing on the interviews. But
Yeah.
yeah, like it. She likes it.
Did she like it? She liked the video?
Yes, she watched it. Yes, and she loved it. So
Norvell, you have young kids. Is it daughters or son? I don't remember.
Yeah, I have a 2-year-old, well, 2.5-year-old. Yes, daughter.
Daughter?
Yes, yeah.
I watching that Amy Cuddy video, I always said if I had a daughter, I would have her watch that video. I would sit down with her and watch it, make her watch it, and hopefully it could be a game changer, lifetime game changer. I don't know why I say daughter. I guess it's because Amy Cuddy is a female, but sometimes I think females might struggle a little more with confidence in the workforce. I don't know, or anything they're trying to do, but that's just one way to get that up. So, like right before I get on here, I do 20 jumping jacks, and then I do this little kind of turn thing, and I learned that's from Tony Robbins. Watched him do it, and backstage, and it's just to get energy levels up, confidence up, so that when we come on here, be ready to go. Tom Ferry does it too. Just something just like that. I mean, everybody has their own little different routine, but just to get the blood flowing. All right. So what else? Who's phone caller number one? Who is that? Is that somebody with you, Christy? Naman's on the. He's got his on.
Ray. Ray.
Oh, you doing okay there?
I think that's Manuel.
It's phone caller one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sean, what's going on with you, man? Your hair not camera ready? Hiding out? Crystal? Same for you? You driving again? All right. Well, so we had a little change in schedule. Justin was going to give us his listing presentation, but he ended up having another appointment he had to do. So that's why I switched a little bit. He's going to do that. Not next time, he's going to be out of town, but the time after that, he'll do his listing presentation that he does over the phone. I'm looking for volunteers who wants to kind of speak for something at our next meeting coming up in 2 weeks, I guess it is. But what I thought, and I've talked to with a few of you about this already, but I wanted to show something that I learned recently. Have you guys all heard of ChatGPT?
No,
Has anybody not heard of it yet?
I haven't heard.
Anybody?
Of it.
Haven't heard of it? Renee? No? Cool. So George and Renee, anybody else? Norvell, you've heard about it?
Yeah.
Brandon,
Yeah.
Brandon's heard about it. Young.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
You've heard of ChatGPT, right, Brandon?
Oh yeah.
Anybody used it?
I don't have
Chris, a little bit?
ChatGPT, but I have Jasper, and I use Jasper.
Is that working pretty well for you?
Yeah, I've been able to create emails. I've used it for other stuff. I use it for my my mailers. I created like an introduction to my farm area, and so yeah, I use it for a lot of stuff. It really helps.
Introduction to your farm area for a postcard or for your website? What is that?
I'm just introducing myself because I'm starting to be more active. So I just want to, let people know kind of who I am, my family's history in the area and all that. So I use Jasper to kind of help me write up something.
Was that going to be on a letter?
Yeah, a letter.
Okay. Cool. Good idea. Yeah, I've been extremely impressed with ChatGPT. Some of the things that I had it write for me. And the sky's the limit, right? So I came from search engine optimization. Really, that's how I got into real estate. I was doing my wife's website, generating leads, and I always had to hire out someone to write the content for me because this is not my affirmation, but I'm terrible at writing. I hated it. I don't know how I got through college. I actually cheated. Paraphrase. So don't tell University of Houston about that. But yeah, I just have a mental block whenever I have to write something. I just freeze up. I can't do it. I'm just overly concerned about what, punctuation and everything. But so with a tool like this, man, I just feel like, wow, the sky is the limit. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that I learned. I was just watching some videos over the weekend. My wife was flying out of town. She's a flight attendant, so I had lots of time and started playing around with it. It spit out something for me really cool. My mind just started spinning. Ended up staying up till like 2 a.m, just generating this content. Like, wow, this is so cool. I was watching some videos, YouTube videos on what real estate agents are doing with ChatGPT, and I kept coming across like writing content for listing descriptions. And I heard that they were having really good luck with that. That's what you did, Tom, Renee. Cool. Everybody hates doing that, right? Pain in the butt. And I'd like to hear about, I haven't tried that, but I'm wondering what the inputs are you need to do to get a good listing description out. But so I'm going to show you guys my screen and kind of some of the things that I did, and maybe it'll give you some ideas. Where are we? I'm on Zoom all day, and when I get on this Zoho, I don't know how to act. All right, are you guys seeing my Zoho screen here? Is that what you see? You should be seeing ChatGPT now, is that right? All right, so
Yep.
It saves all the content over here. If you haven't seen it yet, first time I signed up, I think it was Saturday afternoon. I signed up for the free account and tried to use it. It kept saying it was busy. And I was like, oh, crap, though. Here we go. Of course, I won't be able to use it. I'll have to do the paid version. But then a little bit later on, I tried in the evening and it was fine. And I started generating all kind of content with no problems.
You remember this?
Hopefully we won't have any problems now. The first thing First thing I thought of was I have my old bio that was on like Zillow and my website and things that I had written back when I was in Dallas, and so I needed to update it for stuff that I have for Santa Fe, New Mexico, being team leader at Keller Williams, and also being a team leader. Being a coach for Tom Ferry. I wanted to put all that stuff on my bio. So I started researching about how to do it, what to put in. And I learned that you can even have this thing write in a specific style. One of my favorite authors is a guy named Dan Kennedy. So I took my old bio. Dan Kennedy is known for the no BS style of books. He's got about 30 books and is very, very kind of strong written and direct. So I said, write a personal bio for Ray Rice, real estate agent. Hey, Tom, can you mute? Write a personal bio for Ray Rice, real estate agent, Denver, Colorado. Write it in the style of Dan S. Kennedy. And it said, no problem. First, I asked it down here, are you able to write in the tone of Dan Kennedy? And it said, as an AI language model, I can certainly try to write in the tone of Dan. Dan Kennedy is known for his direct, no nonsense communication style, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, cool. So I would recommend whatever you try to do here, just play around with it a little bit and keep trying different inputs. But so I said, first I copied and pasted my old bio, and I had it write, it spit out this one in the style of Dan Kennedy. And then I said, rewrite this article without mentioning Ray being born in Denver, because I'm not. I said, please mention that Ray is a veteran of the United States Marine Corps and also business coach Tom Ferry. And so it wrote this just badass content. If I go to my Zillow page, here's what it is. And it's very direct. And I just thought it sounded great. I'd want to use me if I was somebody reading my content, reading my profile. Talks about discipline, the Marines and being a coach, level of detail.
Get your sweater.
I thought that just sounded really good. Crystal. If I can mute. There we go. You guys seeing my ChatGPT again? Any thoughts or anything jumping out of your mind right now? Ways to use this?
Awesome.
You did a great job. I was extremely
Very cool.
impressed. So what I did, I'll do a little quick SEO tutorial, very basic, very simple. But so what I decided to do after generating this great content for me, I started thinking, shoot, I've got this brand new website I just launched, and content for each one of the landing pages. Like each one of your cities around you should have its own landing page. Each maybe neighborhood or the city that you live in, you should create a landing page for that. And this, again, this is one of the areas where I always just kind of blocked out and didn't want to write the content and hated doing it. But quick little SEO tip for you guys. Are you seeing this blank Google page right now? What do you see? Okay. The best way to do this is to go up here, if you're in Chrome, and go to an incognito browser. You guys see my incognito browser now? Okay. The town in which I live here is called Parker, Colorado. Let's just say you wanted to rank in Google for Parker real estate, Parker, Colorado real estate. So type it in. You can do CO or Colorado, spell it out. Try it both ways. If you scroll down here, Google always has in here, people also ask. Okay. Google is telling you right here what people want to know when they type in Parker, Colorado real estate. They're also wanting to know about this stuff right here. So that's just very, very simple, 30,000 foot view, some SEO tip. What I did was I took this and I copied it.
The screen got stuck. Your screen got stuck.
Everybody follow me? Just copy those questions those people also ask. Then go into ChatGPT here. And I said, let's see, start a new one. And I hate to type, so I dictate. Please write a landing page content for Parker, Colorado real estate, for a real estate agent website. And be sure to answer these 4 questions. Like a period. And I just paste those 4 questions in there. Press go. So this should be exact type of content that Google wants. Anybody blown away yet?
Wow. Yeah.
This is so perfect for me because I hate writing. What celebrities are from Parker, Colorado? Was that one of the questions? I didn't even read them. I just. What is
Ray,
Parker
when
known
you-
for? What's the elevation? What celebrities are from Parker? Yeah. Huh.
Sorry, I missed the questions that you asked in the incognito window. Was that?
I just said Parker, Colorado real estate. Oops.
Okay. Thank you.
Parker, Colorado, Parker CO real estate. And I let it scroll down about halfway down the page. And it says people also ask. So I got super excited right here when I first read this first article it gave me. Right. So are you looking for a dream home in Parker? Right. Then is Parker a good place to live? So here's those 4 questions. What celebrities are from Parker? Parker is home to many successful and accomplished residents. There aren't any notable celebrities from the area. Huh. So this is actually the second time I've done the same article. Over here, here's a one I did the other day. What celebrities from Parker? Not known for producing many celebrities, there are a few notable names from the area. NFL quarterback Brian Greasy. A little bit about Brian. Taylor Swift's backup dancer from Parker, Colorado. So anyway.
Hey, Ray, we won't be able to pause this, I believe.
So I got excited about this, right? And I just started copying and pasting. So I've got a little Evernote type of program here. And I created like here it is, Parker. I just copied and pasted it in here so I can go back later. I didn't want to go to my website right away. So I've got this ChatGPT's working. I just started generating content. You see, I did all these different articles over here. What else did we do? Oh, I had it. When Laura called me the other day asking me about something to talk about in her meeting at the office, I had it write me the email. I just messed around with it, and I said right here, I said write an email introducing the Amy Cuddy TED Talk titled "Your Body Language May Shape Who You Are." And it spit out this, and I stopped it. I said, rewrite this email in the style of Dan Kennedy. You and I both know that success isn't just about what you know, it's about how you present yourself. So yeah, it wrote a great email, and I just copied this and sent it to Laura the other day. Did you know I wrote that email, or Laura? It just happened to be when I was playing around with it. Yeah. I had it do a blog post. Let's see. Oh, I even asked it a question. If I wanted to rank a webpage for Colorado real estate, how many words do I need to have on that page? And it gave me kind of a generic SEO answer. No set minimum, blah, blah, blah. But it's pretty interesting. You can ask it a lot of stuff. Here's the one I did. Please write a 500-word blog post for a real estate agent's website explaining the 5 reasons why someone would move to Denver, Colorado. Often referred to as Mile High City, due to the elevation, blah, blah, blah. And then it gave 5 reasons. So I'm going to turn this into a blog post, right? Or this could be Google My Business content, or Google My Business page, right? Brandon, talk to me. You look like you're deep in thought, man. They blowing your mind?
Trying to type rather than interrupt. Slow typer over here. So one of the things I've been doing with ChatGPT, and it's been huge, is video content. And one of the things that I discovered by playing with it was I could say, write me a script talking about a home inspection and why it's important.
Ah, very good.
And so I'm
I
taking
like
those concepts and putting them into a similar note system where I can then just have the topic and then the script, and it actually tells you what shots to take if you're filming, or just the lines to say, or a combination of both. So another cool use.
I did that too while I was on the phone with Triva the other day on our call. She was going to be doing the video, and I said, write me a script. And it looked like some kind of professional movie script from Hollywood. Cut to scene, and
Yeah,
it's
all
very
that.
good. So anything you think about, guys, you're doing video,
Wow.
Trish, have it create a video for you. Let's do an example. I did it on here, and I guess I deleted it. Maybe this was it. Oh, here it is. I said, please write a script for a YouTube video for a real estate agent in Katy, Texas, answering the following 4 questions. Is Katy, Texas a good place to live? What is the best part of Katy, Texas to live? What is Katy, Texas known for? Any property tax? Are property taxes high in Katy, Texas? So that came straight from the Google. People also ask. Opening shot of the real estate agent in front of a beautiful house in Katy, Texas. Right? And here's the script. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is, I'm a real estate agent here in Katy, Texas. In this video, I'll be answering some of the most frequently asked questions about living in Katy. Is Katy, Texas a good place to live? Boom.
Ray, what do
So
you
that was
use?
just,
What do you use for a teleprompter?
oh, I haven't been doing them. Anybody else? Did Adam leave?
No, because that's my
I just,
my problem with scripts is if I don't,
I'm
if
here.
I'm not.
I just
Okay.
print them out large type.
I have an idea. So I found this app called Captions, and it actually creates content, and it has AI in the app. And so you just ask a question telling me, if you want to like talk about inspections, and it'll create a teleprompter and it will put it all together for you.
Oh, cool. What was the name of it again?
It's called Captions, and it's like a purple. It's purple with a it's purple and white, I think, is the colors. Let me see.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So hopefully,
I like your profile here, Crystal. Purple and white.
Am I purple and white?
Adam, are you using a teleprompter?
No, I'm not using a teleprompter at all. I'm just printing stuff, but a lot of my stuff is just kind of going at the whim and, speaking from the heart, not necessarily a script.
That's the best way, right? If you can kind of internalize it, just like a script we use in real estate business, right? Memorize it, say it over and over and over again, then internalize it. Just what actors do, right? I guess in Hollywood, and then they make it their own. They bring out their own style. Trish, Keeping Current Matters, the company that pretty much in bed with Tom Ferry here. Look into them. They've got a program where you do it on your phone and you just read it, the teleprompter on your phone, and I don't know if you're using a camera, if you're wanting to use a camera, but it may not work for that. But if you're wanting to do it And they give you, I think they give you the script every week for the videos.
Yeah,
No, it's
no,
a separate charge, something different.
I'm terrible with scripts. That's why I just like speak freely. If I know the topic,
I
I
honestly
just
think freely, it comes across better. I think if you're speaking freely versus reading a script, I think it's going to be more authentic. And honestly, at
Yeah.
least in my experience, if I fumble or whatever, like you can kind of fix that in post editing. And
Mhm.
you know what I try to do is when I'm talking, maybe take a quick like 5-second gap break, so that way there, no, yep, I can cut that out. We can move on.
Mhm.
If you're not
Yeah.
following Adam on YouTube or Instagram, you should do that. He does a
Who's this?
really good job. Yes.
Who?
Adam Parent.
Oh, okay.
Adam is, how many leads have you gotten now from your YouTube channel? Adam.
7.
7 now? Wow. You've only been doing it, what, 6 months or so?
Yeah, and I don't have that much content, but a lot of the stuff too. I mean, the nice thing is don't overthink it. Like whatever you do for shorts, I'm uploading to that, and that's getting some good traction. And most of my stuff within a couple of days, I'm getting 1,000 views, like just in 2 or 3 days, which isn't a lot, but it's the views obviously are relating to good clients, so or leads that I'm gonna close. So that's my win.
Talk to us about the difference between what you're seeing with posting on YouTube and posting on social.
Yeah, so I think the nice thing is, I mean, people, at least from everything I've learned, is YouTube is like the second search engine. If you're looking to do something.
Breaking up, Adam. Is he breaking up for everybody else?
People are going to that, but I think a lot of people.
We're breaking up really bad, Adam.
Yeah, everyone. I lost everybody.
Yeah, your internet's going in and out. Yeah. It's like, okay,
So-
we got you back now though. So say you said YouTube's second search engine, and then we kind of lost you.
To Google, really. So, I mean, the content's going to last longer, at least in my experience, on YouTube versus others. And at the same time, if somebody's watching like a video on, how to buy a house in, California, if you're using the right, search engine optimization, hashtags or whatever, you can also show up as like a sponsor on theirs without even realizing it. So I think just the cross posting is really beneficial, and being localized. And what I felt is really important is, investing some time and resources into digging into, keyword searches to really get localized. Because if somebody's looking at like how to buy in Saco, Maine, or oceanfront homes in Maine, people are looking for that. And if my videos can kind of reference that stuff, I'm going to show up higher.
Even if they're just searching for homes for sale in Saco, Maine on regular Google tab, right? They're like 4 or 5 spaces down. They always recommend a couple of videos, and there's no competition for something that specific. Tons of competition for just the regular organic search, right? Zillow and Realtor.com and all the big national brands dominate that. But as soon as somebody jumps over to images or video, there's no competition for something especially that specific. And then, I love social media, but I think it's more of a branding play, in my opinion, right? It scrolls off the screen fast. It's gone. You post something like homes for sale or real estate in Saco, Maine, right? That's evergreen. It's going to be there for a long time, and it gets even better over age. The more engagement you get on YouTube, the more people watch your video. The longer the video, it helps the algorithms, and YouTube and Google is going to just keep recommending your video more and more and more over time. And Adam, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you freeze again, Adam? So I believe Adam was shooting the long YouTube video, long content, and then really chopping it up and making those, reformatting them vertical, posting those more on social media than the whole thing, right? He's just posting pieces of it. Like if you answer 5 questions, make each one of those 5 questions a blog post or a video on social. Adam, you've never had internet problems like this before. Chandra, what do you think? Can you just can you do this? Maybe you're doing some more
I
video.
can do it. I'm excited. This will help me a lot, I think.
Who else has some ideas? Share with the group. Anybody else head exploded like mine? With the possibilities? What else can you write with this? Emails, scripts, what else? No other ideas? Thoughts? You guys are not very creative.
We can write quotes.
Nama, got an idea?
Yes. Yeah, we can write website, like a whole website. We can generate a whole website from this ChatGPT. With a
Have you used it before? ChatGPT?
I used it every day.
Oh. You put it out video or website content?
Not, I'm like just working in my own like zone, so I don't do such like creative things at the moment. But I do it for my job work. That's it. Not that exploring that much.
Good. So Nama is Christie's assistant, virtual assistant. Very good. Anybody else? Thoughts? Adam, you've been frozen like that for a long time. No other creative ideas. Come on, somebody tell me something.
I mean, you can use it for everything. I think you can also use it for when you send like when you do your birthday call to your clients. You can you can just not so much scripted, but like you know what you want to say, but you don't necessarily always have the right order to put it in. So just kind of run it through that before you send anything, whether it's text messages, audio calls, video calls, postcards, birthday cards, anything.
Yeah, like it.
We can use it for the Excel.
With the
How about making a slogan? Coming up with creative slogan or mission statement.
Ooh, good idea. Yeah. Has anybody done a property
jingle?
description yet?
Oh yeah. My seller
What did
almost said he
you-
didn't want to sell.
What do you have to, what input do you have to put to tell it to do? You just give it the address and it pulls in all the bedrooms and bathrooms, or what do you have to give it?
I just used the one I originally did, and I said, make this more attractive to potential home buyers.
Okay.
And it redid it, and I changed it, and my seller jokingly, oh, like shit, that was so nice. I don't think I want to sell now.
So I would recommend too, like if you guys want to do something, what's your personality? If you're a playful, funny, you have it right in the style of, if you love Malcolm Gladwell, right, have it do in the style of Malcolm Gladwell or something. Whatever works for you. Come on, Brandon, what are you thinking? I know you're thinking something. He's a technology guy here.
I was just thinking it's totally outside of what we're focused on, specifically real estate, but I use this to create a meal plan for basically diet and exercise. So I have specific goals. I'm training for a marathon, so I'm like, write me a meal plan for the week for my marathon, and it just popped it right out. So
did you say in the style of Michael Phelps?
Yeah, I kept it pretty basic, but it's cool because really anything creative, I'm leaning on ChatGPT for video content, bios, website stuff. It's it's kind of limitless. You can go on YouTube as well, and there's a bunch of gurus that are walking people through it. So might be a good thing to look at too.
I'm amazed that this is free, you know.
Yeah, it's scary.
Crystal, what do you think about this compared to Jasper?
I think I haven't used ChatGPT, but I think it's very similar. I think ChatGPT, the difference is I think it's more for use for like I think from what Jason Pantana said, it's more for like real estate. But I so far that I've been using Jasper, I've been asking it certain questions and stuff, and it's been pretty good about what it comes up with. So it's fairly similar. Anything that I tell it to do, I can ask about. I was working on my child science project last night, and I literally had it help me with that. So you can literally ask it anything.
I wonder if it's, maybe some of you guys know, but like, how is this different from like Alexa? Oops, I better not say it too loud. I got speakers all over the place. I mean, I ask Alexa stuff all the time, right? But I guess this spits out content. She just spits out audio content back to you and not typed up. I mean, I guess they're searching the same information when you prompt it. I don't know.
I would
Anybody
say
know?
so. I think it's basically the same thing. Any artificial intelligence, it's just pulling from the web, and then it's just telling you the information, everything that they pull up from the internet. Basically, is what it is.
This seems to be better though, ChatGPT, than like Alexa. That some of the content I get back from her. Of course, I don't do it very much. Just what's my forecast, and play Pink Floyd on my speakers.
What about using it for verbiage, like in a contract? If you're having troubles with your verbiage in a contract, do you think it could help you with that?
You could blame it on that and sue them if something goes wrong. Dark Side of the Moon, yeah, that's the best one. And Wish You Were Here. Anybody else any thoughts? Anybody else have any questions? What's troubling you in your real estate life right now? Ask the group. Everybody's going to close $1 million in GCI. No problems. Everybody's going to do $1 million.
I think it might be good to ask some questions on Facebook. I know in the past I used to do that a lot, and I'd get, just ask a crazy question and get 100 people. People like to give you their opinion.
They call that priming the algorithm, right? When you have like a big piece of content or something you want to push out pretty soon, like next couple of days, right? Prime the algorithm today with, hey, what's your favorite quote? What's your favorite book, or something that people easy for them to engage in. A lot of people have a lot of strong opinions about. Anybody know a good pizza restaurant? What's your favorite pizza restaurant in your town? That's a good one. That's a real good one, because people have very strong opinion. Right, George?
Hey, Ray, I'm blown away. So, listen, so who would be the person if you were to hire someone to do all of this? What would be the name of that person?
You.
No.
George.
I feel really stupid now saying I'm typing in names like this. And this is blowing me away. I love it though. But who do you hire? Like what person am I looking for? What kind of skills? Oh, he has to know. What is that? What's that person?
What do you want them? What do you
All
want them to
this
do?
stuff we're
Build a
talking about.
website?
Setting up, known algorithms, knowing how to implement all of this on all of these different platforms, and from tightening up my website to doing a Google, YouTube.
Probably get a good virtual
videos.
assistant to do it.
Yeah.
You just need to come up with a list of things that you want them to do, and then start reaching out to some VA companies. Kristen, you have
So
some
that's
experience?
pretty
Who
much
else
the way
is
to
there?
go.
Who else has VAs here? Renee, you don't have one yet, do you? Just Manuel. He's your VA.
My VA.
Do you have a VA?
Hmm.
Okay, not just Manuel.
No, we both have a VA.
Did you have a company? Did you hire a company or did you hire an individual?
For
For your VA?
you mean the VA loan?
Oh, no, virtual assistant. Sorry.
Oh,
Virtual.
sorry. No, I don't have a virtual assistant. No, my assistant is
Manuel is your VA.
Manuel is my assistant. Yes.
Tom, you have VA, don't you? Your wife.
Well, I've got a transaction coordinator.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do through another company. They'll help with video production, some graphic design, and so forth. I guess, yeah, they're definitely virtual. So yeah.
I've got a template email that I've created with a list of virtual assistant companies. I can send to you. Remind me, shoot me an email or something, and I'll send it to you.
And you know what? I got the college here too, and people posted the college, the description we're looking for, some young guy, young girl, that could, come over, that could maybe something like that,
I used My Outdesk before. It was several years ago though, and they were really engaged a lot with Keller Williams. So they were all My Outdesk. They hire the people in the Philippines, and they'll give you several people to interview, but they train them on, like, depending on what you want them to do. If you want them to do cold calling, they train them to do it.
Right.
If you want them to do like transaction coordination work, they trained them on all the Keller Williams
got that
systems.
person, yeah.
So I think there's several of those types of companies now that are like My Outdesk. But I have an email that I'll send to you with that if you want.
Okay.
It used to be, like $6 an hour, but I think it's gone up.
Right. Sure.
All right. Any questions? Anybody got anything you want to put out to the group? Ask away. Let's do it right now, or we got to go.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So one of my agents is wanting to do to look into getting into tax sales. Does anyone here know anything about how to go about getting into that market?
What is it?
Buying tax liens?
Yes.
No.
No.
In Minnesota, I mean, all the counties, they post tax foreclosures or forfeitures.
Yeah.
And then in Minnesota, you have to register. It's kind of like an auction. And then you show up and you have to have a cashier's check for a certain amount of money. And
I think it's the same thing here, but what I was wondering about, because I know California has like a redemption period. So after you buy it, there's a period of time where they can still come in and redeem it.
Yeah. Well, it's different if it's a tax foreclosure. That's the government. In Minnesota, there's no, once it's sold in a tax forfeiture, it's done. But if around here, we don't have any foreclosures. It's prices are up, equity's up. I mean, things sell. So
yeah, I put it out on the elite group and nobody responded. So I'm like, is nobody doing them?
12 years ago.
I do know about
Tammy,
tax sale. So there's a tax sale and there's a tax foreclosure. So if it's a tax foreclosure, once it's in Georgia, it's sold every fourth Tuesday of every month. Now,
Mhm.
the tax sale that I think someone was asking about is it's more of kind of like a residual income. So you put up the tax, you pay the county the tax that is due, and then you charge the owner. Like in Georgia, it's up to I think 3 years. They have up to 3 years to get their money back, but then you charge them an interest. So either they pay that tax due plus the interest you're charging them, and then if they don't do it within 3 years, then you have the opportunity to sell it. And to get those different counties, register yourself and say, hey, I have X amount of money. So it just depends on how much money you have. So basically, you're tying your money down for a certain number of time to get interest. So
Okay.
start with the county. That's how you get the information.
Thank you. That makes sense. I think that might be what's happening here.
Tom says every state is different.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
But I think
I used to get leads when I was heavily into Zillow leads, right? They had a pre-foreclosure leads. I don't know if they still list them on their website, but like they would show properties on their website that were in pre-foreclosure.
so we can do that here. Our title company will do that. Give us a list of pre-foreclosure properties.
Be a good postcard or reach out, you know. People.
Yep.
Themselves. They probably have equity.
Yeah.
Probably sell.
Yep.
So I was just thinking, I'll pose this to you guys if you think this would be valuable. The next mastermind group, maybe I'll do like a website audit, search engine optimization class.
That would be great.
What to put on your website, how to put it on there.
How to capture leads.
Meta tags. How to capture leads. Yeah. So yeah, that's a completely different class, right? There's two different classes, right? Search engine optimization, how to optimize a website or page, but then also one on generating leads and converting leads from it. Yeah, good. You guys think that would be good? Like a general, I think probably the SEO would be better first, and then next time maybe we could do some more about how to generate leads, convert leads and stuff from a website. The way you could, I mean, because it's one definitely leads into the other. SEO, you want to optimize your pages so you can be found in Google. That sound good? Everybody like that idea?
That
Any
sounds
other
great.
thoughts? Any other thoughts about classes to do? If you think of anything, let me know. I don't know it. We'll bring in someone who does, or try to get the answers. But you guys going to be on the class Friday from my old coach Debbie Holloway. Be a really good time. Everybody got that email? You're on that? Should be on your. It should be in a Loom. It'll be a Zoom link inside of a Loom. Good time to ask questions. Hey Debbie, I had this client who, I did not gel with, right? Because they were very analytical and I'm just not. How do I handle that? Something like that. Those are great, great, great questions for Debbie. Think about it. Come with questions. There's going to be a couple of other coaches on there with their clients, but it shouldn't be real big. And she's going to record this so we can all refer back to it when we need to. Cool. Any closing thoughts before we take off? Any other questions? Anyone? All right. Use that ChatGPT. Get some stuff going. Get some business going. Let us know what you need. Stay active in the Facebook group, and we'll see you on our call. Bye, everybody.
Thanks.
Everyone.
Thanks. Thank you.